They said the truth won't survive beside the lies that maintain the decaying faces of display.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's Hold the Truth Hostage, where if the truth was so important, we wouldn't negotiate with lies. We would hold the truth hostage. And, this is a full-time ghosting channel. And I want to thank you for joining me as my fellow ghosting brothers. And let the haunting of honesty begin. Now, this is, as I stated, one of the most important videos and one of the most awaited videos I've been asked to make for over 3 years, damn near over 4 years or 2 years. I'm glad you're here. This is the dog pill. Let me repeat that. This is the dog pill. And I gotta make the video. I promised to make it this week. I didn't want the homie Ojit. I didn't want the homie Pars and the other homies on the Discord, and the homie Soap Pill to get at me and say, oh man, he must have forgot again, yeah, this is the dog pill. And a major warning I have to give you is that if you're not willing and you want to basically avoid a level of information that could actually change your entire life, you won't be able to go back after watching this this video on the dog pill. So if you want to stay ignorant to what the dog pill is, and you want to keep living your life and walking without this level of knowledge on it, then I'm gonna give you a good 5 seconds to you could leave, enjoy your life. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah. So this is the dog pill. This is the dog pill. And I'm gonna, like I was saying, this is the dog pill, and this video is gonna be very different, and as I promised, it's gonna be very, very controversial, and it will explain something that I just wasn't 100% able to articulate for a while, but after writing the book, and please, when you get a chance, go to Amazon, read the book Man Vantage, because I cover a lot of this, but it's a precursor to what I'll be talking about. But basically, check out the book Man Vantage, and again, thank you everyone for the support and the reviews. It's on Amazon, and I will be having a physical print very soon. But let's get to the dog pill. So what is the dog pill, and why is the dog pill so important? I've been talking about the pink pill and why a lot of men are basically going to be feminized men that basically gauge the value of their life based on the woman being in their life and the directive and lead of their life. And men have been feminized towards that for quite some while, and I have a whole video on the pink pill on this channel. You can look it up. But basically, the pink pill is the fact that most men have been so feminized that we are in the age of the pink pill, that the pink pill truly began its dominance in the 2010s, when it was all about feminizing men. And as you could see, the side effects of not having a father around, the trophies for trying, all these elements to feminize the men. You see men wifing up prostitutes, men openly in open relationships where their wives come home after sleeping with another man and collecting some ranch in her mouth, and he will still sleep with her, you know. So a lot of men have been feminized, and I've been telling guys this, that this is the future, that the red pill is dead. You know what I'm saying? The age of the red pill, men wanting to be leaders and masculine, that's dead. That's dead. You know what I mean? That whole narrative, it died out in the 2010s. You know what I'm saying? It died out. You know, and the future of men is basically the pink pill. It's not even a purple pill, and what I mean by that is, this is what the purple pill is. Purple pill is when a man that was a red pillar gets married and has some of, you know, tries to have this red pill knowledge within his relationship, you know, to somewhat control it and manipulate it and still be a man and masculine and so on, play football with his son. But we're in the age of the pink pill after Me Too and everything, all the compound attacks towards manhood with child support system, the family court, the fact that we have over in certain communities over 3 generations, 5 generations without a man in the household at all. You know what I'm saying? So that whole narrative is gone. And now we're in the age where any man who gets in a long-term relationship basically has to bend the knee. He has to bend the knee, and basically the leader in his whole life now is the woman he's with. And he basically can't tell, as you could see with Tom Brady, and fathers that won't allow their sons to play sports. They're now, you know, pushing their sons towards, you know, ballet and all this stuff, would even allow their sons to wear dresses and so on. So we're in the pink pill age. Now, what I wasn't able to explain and articulate, and shout out to the homie JP Hives. Shout out to JP Hives, who came up with the name the dog pill. He came up with the name the dog pill when I was doing a stream. I gotta find the stream where I originated the meaning and all that of the dog pill. But shout out to JP Hives for naming it the dog pill. So what is the dog pill? You know, if 2010s to 2020 is all about the pink pill, the feminized man, you know, the hyper feminized man, the man that will wear a dress, the man that will basically sit down to watch another man, you know, sleep with his wife, be in an open relationship. You know, the man, if we're in the pink pill age, where does the dog pill fit in? Where does the dog pill fit in? What is the dog pill? Well, here's the thing. What the government and the corporations and the, you know, the entire propaganda has been redesigning the energy, redesigning the need of manhood. So one thing they won't ever be able to do is completely remove manhood, you know. So where do you put this manhood when the only way for a man to have a successful relationship is to be feminized? So where do you put it? They've put it into men being dogs. You know what I'm saying? Men being dogs. And the dog pill is where the masculinity of a man has been pushed towards, and that's being a dog. You know, now what is being a dog? What is the dog pill? Well, the dog pill, and this is the moment, I'm telling you, you're listening to this video or you're watching it, this moment right here you're about to listen to will affect you. It will affect you like you've never been affected before. So what is the dog pill? Well, the dog pill is men highly focused and living their lives on a set of illusions, you know, a set of illusions that deem them a man. So their individuality has been replaced with being dogs and seeking being a dog for the sake of being a good man. That's what it is. Being a good man, not for goodness sake, but being a good man from a perspective that being a good man will allow them to script their life, you know what I'm saying, to benefit from being a good man, aka being a good dog. So let me give you an example of the dog pill that will prove something I've been saying in the manosphere. I think I'm one of the only ones that's been saying this for over 4 years now, is that men are far more delusional than women. So here's the example. Here's the example of the dog pill and just how far male delusion is. So we've all heard this saying, you know what I'm saying? This saying is that beauty is on the inside. You know what I'm saying? Beauty is on the inside. And, you know, this has been used to basically promote obesity and, you know, promote unhealthiness and actually demonize the beauty standard and attraction by saying beauty is on the inside. You know what I'm saying? A scam. So you have a lot of women walking around with this narrative, beauty is on the inside. Then you have a lot of men with, if their woman's obese or overweight, they're saying it's the beauty on the inside to justify them being with them. So what is the equivalent of that? What is the equivalent of beauty is on the inside? Well, being a good man is the equivalent of that. So there's a lot of men walking out there, and this is where the dog pill kicks in, is that a lot of men, and you see this all over the manosphere, where this level of entitlement, remember it, they keep claiming women are more entitled than men, but I'm about to prove to you that men are far more entitled. So a lot of men who buy into the dog pill, they have been trained and believe that, well, since I'm a good man, I'm entitled to a good woman, and women should not ignore me. Women should not look at my appearance, should not look at my value when it comes to economics, my stature, my appearance, because I am a good man. And in being a good man, I am entitled to a woman. I'm entitled to the woman I want. And also in being a good man, I am entitled to a positive experience, a successful experience in life, because I'm a good man. You know what I'm saying? I'm a good man. So because I'm a good man, that should basically script and decide how how life treats me. And you know, this is the major philosophy of the dog pill. The major philosophy of the dog pill is this belief as a man that your behavior, you being a good man, not being good for goodness sake, but you being a good man entitles you to having everything you want in life. And that people that do not give you what you want in life, they are the problem. You know what I'm saying? Because you're a good man. You know what I'm saying? And you're being a good man, so you should be entitled to what comes in being a good man, you know. And the dog pill is built around this, and this programming has been put around a lot of men, and I think very heavy around the 2010s, because the thing about the dog pill is that the dog pill is very close to the pink pill. So while men were, think about the narrative of everyone's special, you know what I'm saying? Think about this narrative, you know, telling every man, you're special, you're good, you're just as good as every other man. You just have to be a good man, and you should deserve and you should be entitled to everything that comes with it, you know. And we've seen this narrative being pushed heavily, I think around the 2010s, 2020s, and probably late 2000s. I'm not 100% sure, you know what I mean? But the dog pill, this narrative that a man's behavior should entitle him to an outcome in life. It's this level of delusion and illusion that men will buy into. You know what I'm saying? Men will gladly buy into the dog pill, and a lot of men will also, in the pursuit of the dog pill, as in being a good man. You know what I'm saying? This narrative of being a good man is that a lot of these men will put themselves in dangerous situations just for the sake of being told they're a good man. You know what I'm saying? For example, maybe the dog pill is tied to white knighting as well. Maybe the dog pill is tied to white knighting, some level of it. But you'll see a lot of dog pillars, you know what I'm saying? They will put themselves in dangerous situations and they will put themselves in the business of others and claim that, well, I'm a good man and this is what good men do. So they will justify their ignorance and they will justify their delusional state with the claim that I'm a good man and this is what I should do. You'll see these dog pillars. The dog pillar will always utilize this word, the good man. He will always lead with, I'm a good man and this is what I do because I'm a good man, and rather than I'm just doing this for goodness sake or explaining the reasoning and logic behind it. The dog pillar will just say, well, this is what I'm a good man. And you'll see this where a dog pillar will position themselves in a danger. They'll jump in front of, for example, some woman is, in a situation with a man abusing her or something like that. And the dog pillar will forcefully place himself into that situation. Just for the sake of claiming he's a good man. He's a good man, aka he's a good dog. You know what I'm saying? He's a good dog and this is what a good man does. And you'll see a lot of these dog pillars. A lot of athletes are dog pillars. Dog pill is all over. You'll hear the narrative. And I know, the way we've been trained as men in the West, we've been trained to the point and conditioned where we psychologically ignore the dog pill. You'll hear an athlete say, well, you give your best and you do your best and you will win. You know what I'm saying? You will win or you will be given an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? For example, I'll use Michael Jordan, for example. Now, Michael Jordan, for example, we all know greatest basketball player ever, arguably the standard for greatness. You know what I'm saying? But the question is, how come no one has ever surpassed Michael Jordan? You know what I'm saying? How come no one has surpassed Michael Jordan? Well, here's the thing. Just because you're better than Michael Jordan, let's say you're better than Michael Jordan, it does not mean you will have the opportunity to display that. For example, let's say you're better than Michael Jordan and you're trying out for your high school team, you're trying out for your high school basketball team, and you're basically better than Michael Jordan. Now, that doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything because guess what? That coach that allows people to join the team might not place your talents above giving a spot in the team to a third generation basketball player that will bring more eyes, more media towards the basketball program. And then the other thing is this, at its most basic form, your destiny is within that coach's hands, as in they will decide whether you're allowed to play or not. You know what I'm saying? So you being better than Michael Jordan doesn't mean anything because you don't have a control over you being allowed to display that you are better than Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? The dog pill is all over, man. It's constantly being spit and thrown at us men that, just if you're good enough, if you're great, if you put in all this effort, you will reap these benefits. You know what I'm saying? That's the dog pill. The dog pill is all about this narrative that your quality as a man and the effort you put in can basically adjust and alter and script reality to benefit you. You know what I'm saying? To benefit you. That your behavior, your efforts, and so on will allow you to script the outcome of your life. And that is the major delusion of the dog pill. You know what I'm saying? And there's a mass majority of men suffering from this narrative of the dog pill. And the other thing about the dog pillar is that the dog pillar will go. You know what I'm saying? The dog pillar will seek out and pursue the standard of a good man. The standard society has set of a good man. You know what I'm saying? And the dog pillar will prioritize that because the dog pillar sees that being a good man and living up to the standard of what it means to be a good man will, as I said, will allow them to script a good outcome to their lives, and also society will reward them with a good outcome because they're a good man. They're a good man and they're like a good dog. And the other thing about the dog pillar is when it comes to relationships and so on, I'll use Tom Brady for example. Tom Brady, you know what I'm saying, legendary, the Michael Jordan of quarterbacks, the GOAT of quarterbacks, would come home, do the garbage just to be told he's a good man. Like he's a good dog. Who's a good Brady? Who's a good Tom Brady? Roll over, you know what I'm saying? Wife would rub his stomach, like a good dog. He's being tackled. His life is in danger on that football court, and he came home and he still acted like a dog. And at the end of the day, where did this being a good dog, being a good man for Tom Brady lead him? He did all this for his wife. He was a good dog, a good man, whatever. He had the good man syndrome, you know what I'm saying? And what did it lead him? It led to him in a divorce, his wife basically, you know what I'm saying, just taking his children and driving off with them. You know what I mean? The good dog, the dog pill, and being conditioned to be a good dog and thinking this will alter your life and will allow you to script the narrative of your life. You know what I'm saying? It has led a lot of men towards their destruction. And the thing about the dog pillar is that the dog pillar will, you remember that that meme, that meme where that dog is in that burning house and the dog just says, yep, no problem at all, it's all good. That's how the dog pillar is. The dog pillar just believes that being good, being a good man, you know what I'm saying, being a good man will at the end reward them with a good outcome. They live to be a good man, aka be a good dog. You know what I'm saying? And the dog pillar will, you know what I'm saying, a lot of the masculine energy of men that used to be open in their honesty, individualism, and outright acceptance of the truth of the reality of life. You know what I'm saying? The truth of the reality of life has been put, that energy has been put into being a good dog. You know what I'm saying? And the dog pill has basically absorbed the mass majority of men. The mass majority of men, I guarantee you have interacted with a dog pillar. You have interacted with a man that has told you, well, if you're good, if you're good as you are, be a good man, no matter what happens, as long as you're a good man, a good dog, you know what I'm saying? you will have a good outcome in life no matter where you are. Because the obsession of being, being absorbed by this behavior, will lead you into a good situation. And that's the delusion. A dog pillar will remain in suffering just in the pursuit of being a good man, a good dog. And you've seen this. You've seen men around you. You've even heard of the old narrative of, cheaper to keep, or I'm doing this for the kids, and, I'm going to stay for the kids, and so on. The dog pill. Just endure. Just be a good dog and endure, and you'll get through it. You'll have a good, happy ending. You'll have a better life. The dog pillar is so trapped in this delusion that they will ignore the fact that they have to remove themselves from a situation. They have to remove themselves from a situation for a better result in their life. But this is what the dog pill does, man. And I guarantee you've interacted with a dog pillar. It might have been your uncle. It might be one of your friends. Someone has told you the delusion. And let me repeat it again. And I said this before in the video. Let me repeat the delusion. The delusion of, beauty is on the inside, that a lot of women are being trained to buy into to further promote obesity and self-destruction. Tattoo your whole body on the outside. Tattoo it all. Eat all you want. Have all the sexual partners you want, because at the end of the day, beauty is on the inside. You will not be judged on what you've done or who you are on the outside. That is the major delusion a lot of women have been taught to buy into. Now, the male version, as I stated on the beginning, the male version is the dog pill. The dog pill of, be a good man, and as long as you're a good man and a good boy, a good dog, you will have a positive outcome in your life. You being a good man and a good dog, based on the standards of society and everything, you will have a good outcome in life. You will have a good outcome because you've been a good man. You've been a good man. You've been a good man, so why wouldn't you have a good outcome in life? And this is the delusion of the dog pill. And a massive amount of men are suffering from this. A massive amount. The dog pill and the pink pill are what's shaping our society today. Are what's shaping our society today. A lot of men just trying to, position themselves at a point in society where they can be rewarded by being told they're a good man. Good man. They're a good man. They should compromise their sexuality. They should, maybe not the sexuality part, but they should compromise their discomfort. They should compromise. They should give away all of their earnings, the money they've made and worked hard for, because that's what good men do. Good men work for all these resources, then just give it away to others. They just give it away. They do not create a situation where others can benefit from their resources, but they have to work for it. They have to work for it, And you could see this, how much the dog pill is affecting our society by the fact that so many men that are multi-millionaires, billionaires, are openly claiming that they will not share or give their resources to their own children. They will not prepare their children to manage and utilize these resources, that they will just throw the money into society. They will just throw the money into the very system that is corrupting the society and poisoning it for the sake of being a good man. You know what I'm saying? This is how far the dog pill affects men. You know what I'm saying? That men will ignore. Another example of the dog pill is that a man, I'll give you an example. I know I'm using a lot of sports analogies, but a man who's an athlete, played basketball, has all these connections to basketball, will not train his son to play basketball. Will not train his son to play basketball where he has all these advantages, so his son could be trained in basketball to potentially obtain opportunities that his father has a higher level of control over. You know what I'm saying? And if his son fails or his son doesn't make it to the professional level, at least his son participated in a position where he had the advantage to help his son. And you'll see this narrative of the dog pill. You'll see the effect of the dog pill where fathers will openly place their children and their children in a position of a disadvantage for sake of saying, well, you know, that's my son and that's my children, and, you know, they should know what they want to be growing up. You know, they'll decide, they'll choose. Children that are new to this world, that have no understanding of what's going on, they should make all the decisions for their life. As in, the dog pillar will abandon the responsibility towards his children for the pursuit of being a good man. You know what I'm saying? Being a good man by society's standards. You know, this is what the dog pillar will do. And if you've noticed, you could watch a lot of celebrities, influencers, a lot of these people are abiding by the dog pill, you know, pushing this narrative that you should be a good man to obtain society's validation, to obtain being a good man by society's standards. You will have a better life. You know what I'm saying? You're being a good man by society's definition will script a better outcome for your life. You know what I'm saying? And that's the dog pill, you know? And the thing about the dog pill is it's not going anywhere. You know what I'm saying? It is replacing the definition of masculinity. It is replacing what it means to be a man. And what it means to be a man now is to be a dog pillar. You know what I'm saying? To be a dog pillar. That's what it means to be a man. You know what I'm saying? To basically be a good dog, a good man for society. So you could get pats on the back. You could get rubs on your belly by society. Society will give you a better outcome if you're just a good man. You know, a good man, not for goodness sake, but a good man for the sake of society and living up to their standards. The very same society that has created all these programs, family court system, to destroy the stability a man provides anyway. This is the society you need to be a good man for, you know? And that's the dog pill. You know, the dog pill is buying into this delusion, as I stated. I know I'm repeating myself here and there, but the dog pill is to buy into the delusion that your behavior and tendencies towards society will control the outcome of your life. You know, we've seen it with men like I said, men in a bad relationship that just say, well, I'm a good man. I'm a good man. Eventually because I'm a good man, my woman will change and we'll be in a better relationship and so on. You know what I'm saying? You will see this. You've seen the dog pillar, you know? And like I said, I warn people watching this video. After listening to this, you will start seeing the dog pillars around you. And when they talk, you will hear barking. You will hear barking because there's no logic. They will just always tell you, yo, just be a good man. Just believe. just behave this way and the outcome will be better for you in society. You know what I'm saying? The dog pill is all about ignoring the logic and reasoning of looking at the society in front of you and behaving and adapting accordingly. The dog pill is all about living up to society's standards. You know what I'm saying? Being the definition of what it means to be a good man from that society's perspective. You know, I mean, a major aspect of this, and you could see this all over the red pill, you know, is, you know, how to, but you know, that's another thing, you know, that's another video. You know, I've covered the red pill, but the thing is, this is the dog pill, you know, and now you know the dog pill, you will have to, you know, move accordingly. Like I tell guys, we're full-time ghosts. You know, when a society's unattached to you, the solution is for you to be detached to that society. There's no, it will not aid you to attach yourself to a society that says you as a man are toxic masculinity and you are a toxin. Why would you attach yourself to that society? You know, but you know, this is the dog pill, man. And the thing is, this society we live in right now, you know, in the West, where we are in the United States of America right now, where I'm at, and, you know, God bless America. I love America. You know, it's just, you know, I understand it and I'll move accordingly, you know. But the society you're in right now, if you're in a westernized society, you know, a society based around the American marriage system and so on, you are in a pro-dog pillar society. Because when society doesn't want a man to be individualistic, for example, you know, I made a video and you could watch it. This is why I say me, I'm ahead. I'm ahead, man. You know, I'm so far ahead of people that they got to catch up to me. They can't, because then again, I keep moving forward. But I touched up on this with a video I made called Male Limitation Society. The difference between me and a lot of people creating content is that I tend to create content that is a predecessor towards my future content. So Male Limitation Society is a precursor to me arriving to the dog pill, you know. So check out Male Limitation Society and you'll see that you're in a society that as a male, it's all about limitation. I mean, think about, and I'll touch up on this before I end the videos, think about the fact that polygamy was made illegal. That you as a man are not allowed to reach your peak and protect and provide for as many women as you can. You know, your limit, you know, you might want more than 10 wives. You might want more than 15 children. You know what I'm saying? If you're capable of doing that, so be it, you know. But watch the Male Limitation Society and you'll see that the dog pill, you know what I'm saying, it's a precursor to it. And like I said with the dog pill, it is the male delusion. And we're living in a society, you see these videos where you got grown men telling you, we need to open up. We need to, you know, you're an outdated man. Like, for example, you'll hear in this society that you're not a good man if you're not open. You know, if you don't express your emotions, you're not a good man. You know, you're not a good man based on society standards if you don't do this, do that, do this, do that, and you won't be accepted by society. And you won't obtain a good quality of life, you know, because you're not a good man. You're not a good dog, you know. But, you know, this has been the dog pill. And, you know, I hope you understand this video. I hope you look at yourself, because a lot of people listening to this video, you're most likely a dog pillar. You know what I'm saying? You might be a dog pillar yourself. You might actually walk around with, like I said, the dog pillar walks around with beliefs and trying to meet these standards and thinking that in being all this, and meeting the standards that society wants you to be, you will be able to script the results of your own life and the outcome. So, this has been hold the truth hostage, where if the truth was so important, we wouldn't negotiate with lies. We would my apologies, my car. We would hold the truth hostage, You know what I mean? And like I said, we're full-time ghosting, and we're hunting for honesty. We're hunting for honesty. That's gonna be the new quote from now on. Peace.
They said the truth won't survive beside the lies that maintain the decaying faces of this place.